The top two most trending blow dry brushes on the market right now are the Dyson Aiwrap and the Ghd Duet Blowdry. Today, I'm going to be testing them out in the battle of the blow dries and see which comes out on top. So to start us off, I'm going to be prepping my hair with some mousse. Now, to make this a fair battle of the blow dries, I'm going to be sectioning my hair right down the middle. One side is going to be used on the Ghd blow dry brush and one side is going to be used on the Dyson Aiwrap. This way we have a side-by-side comparison and we can see which side we prefer at the end. So, to start us off, I'm going to be taking the Dyson Aiwrap with the bristle brush attachment. I'm taking my roots and drying those off first. I'm just going to smooth over those a couple of times before I then start to move on to working through the mid-lengths and ends. So I'm just trying to create that beautiful bouncy blow dry shape by holding the Aiwrap horizontally. This is going to give me the best volume using this angle. If I was to use a vertical angle, you'd be getting more of a wave. So the more horizontal you hold the tool, the bouncier and more voluminous the results are going to be. Now you can see there, I just started to round it around the brush. And what that's doing is just creating a bouncy blow dry shape to go from. So you can already see the shape forming. I'm just going to do that a couple more times until the section's completely dry. So that is the first section complete using the Dyson Aiwrap, and as you can see, the results are speaking for themselves. It's smooth, it's easy, it's got a beautiful bouncy blow dry finish to it, and this was only 2 passes of the Aiwrap, might I mention, so this is light work for the Aiwrap. You can see as this video is being filmed, my hair is getting air dried on the other side and it's got an awful frizzy kink to it. So if the Aiwrap can tame my hair in just 2 passes, then I'm mega happy with the results. Now heading over to the next section, we're going to take the Ghd Duet Blowdry. This takes a second to power up. So we're using the exact same method on this side that I did with the Dyson Aiwrap. So going in with the roots, drying those off first, then moving down to the mid-lengths and ends, and then giving it that gorgeous bouncy shape by holding the tool horizontally. So I'm going to again just pop this straight in at the roots first, curl my mid-lengths and ends around the brush, and holding it horizontally exactly the same as the Aiwrap, just to give the exact same result. So whenever you're using a hot brush, or any sort of hot tool really, it's so important to make sure that you aren't getting things called fish hooks on the ends of your hair, which is basically when you haven't wrapped the hair flat around the tool and you get little hooky ends, which obviously just completely ruin all your hard work. So to ensure that you're not going to get fish hooks, make sure that the ends of your hair are just being folded in and reaching right to the end of the tool as well, so that everything in your hair is covered. So that is Ghd Blowdry section 1 complete. Now as you can see, the results again are a beautiful bouncy blow dry result. It's tamed my frizz, so I'm super happy. And it took about the same amount of time as the Aiwrap too. So as we continue up the head, we're going to get a bit more feel for how the tools compare. So let's do that and see what the results are. Final 2 sections to go, but I just want to break away a little bit from the comparison of the tools, because when I get to the 2 last sections around my face, I like to change up my technique a little bit. What I mean by that is instead of holding the brush and going towards my face, so you'll notice all the curls are coming inwards on my hair, these 2, to add a bit more volume and definition and a little bit of a change up so that the style isn't too uniform, I like to take these away from the face. So let me show you what I mean by that. So I'm going to be taking the tool exactly the same as I've done, popping it in at the roots, but instead of going towards, you'll notice that the hair is going back away from my face. Now with my haircut, I've got quite a lot of shape in this area, so there'll be a few shorter hairs that sort of like spring out. So that doesn't matter. We're just going to go back over them and make sure they're all in for the final section. What I'll do is just pop this out now, and you can see that it adds a lot more volume and a little bit of a change up of shape as well. So the blow drying element has now been complete. To finish off the start, I love to just take a little bit of oil, rub it through my hands and just pop it on the mid-lengths and ends of my hair. Now my hair has a tendency to go a little bit frizzy, like with any moisture in the air or if I'm going outside or anything like that, so the oil is just giving me a little bit of security knowing that I've got a bit more shine and added moisture in there to protect it from the frizz. Now, if your fingers are finding that they're not doing the job, I love to take a wide tooth comb and just lightly pop that through. The key with this is not to over brush because you don't want to flatten the shape that you've just created. So as you can see, the blow dry is now complete. Both have done a fantastic job, but let's get into the nitty-gritty because it's not all about the end results that matter. This is about the noise levels, the price points of these tools, and actually the functionality of how you style your hair with them too. Now, when I've been using both the tools, both have a slightly different feel to them. There's not much difference in weight. I'm not noticing a significant ache in my arm when I'm using one particular tool rather than the other. It's probably the overall looks of them. So as you can see with the Ghd Duet, you're using a lot chunkier tool because there's more width on the barrel. As I said at the start of the video, we all know that the bigger the barrel, the bigger the curl. So arguably this is going to get you a little bit less volume depending on your hair type. If you've got hair like mine that's sort of a fine to medium, it definitely gives you more of that blow dry rather than a curl. So it's great for getting some shape in the ends of your hair, but I definitely wouldn't say this is going to be a curly blow dry tool. If you are looking for a curly blow dry tool, however, because of the size of the barrel on the Dyson, it's a lot narrower, it's a lot smaller, but arguably this is going to take you a little bit longer to dry your hair because you're not going to be able to get as much hair on the barrel. Now, a big question as well for a lot of people is the noise levels of this. Dyson are notorious for being quite quiet with their tools. However, let's put these to the test and get a decibel meter up and actually get a more accurate reading. So we're getting a 32.2 decibel reading with the Dyson Aiwrap, so let's compare the Ghd. So with the Ghd Duet, it's averaging on about 24.9 decibels, so a significant 8 decibels lower, so it's definitely winning on the noise front. Now, a big question you're going to want to find out before purchasing one of these tools is the price. The Ghd Duet Blowdry is coming in at £379, whilst the Dyson Aiwrap is coming in at £449. Now, in terms of getting the most out of your money, the Ghd is obviously significantly cheaper in price. However, you're only getting one tool in one. You could use the tool on dry hair as well to top up your curls in between washes. However, the Dyson also comes with 4 other attachments included. So although a bit more expensive, if you're wanting an all-in-one tool and you don't want to shop around for any of the hair tools to pop in your dressing table, then this is the one to go for. Now, for the big question of the video, who's being crowned the winner of the Bouncy Blow Dry? For me, on the Bouncy Blow Dry front, it's got to be the Dyson Aiwrap. As you can see, it suits my hair just slightly better. And all that is down to is purely the size of the barrel. Now, if you're someone who has thicker hair that's got a natural curl or kink or a little bit of a wave in it anyway, I feel like you'd be better suited to the Ghd Duet Blow Dry, purely because it's going to be A, faster, which everyone wants, B, less effort because you've got a bigger barrel, so it's going to give you a bounce more than a curl. I think if you were to use the Aiwrap, it would be a bit too curly. So if a bouncy blow dry is what you're looking for and you've got particularly thick hair, this one's going to be your winner. But today, for a fine to medium person like myself, the Aiwrap comes in first place. So that rounds up this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and let me know if you want to see some more product comparisons down in the comments below. But I don't know about you, I'm off to enjoy my bouncy blow dry now, so I'll see you next time.